this party started. Oh, man. Here we go. What's happening, Facebook and YouTube? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Sunday morning to you. You know what we're talking. We're talking NFL preview. We previewing week 6. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. I am live on TikTok at the same time as well. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, man, it goes down over there in my chat room, the Packers chat room, mail room, where all NFL fans, it's a safe space for you to come talk a little noise, keep it respectful, but also have a good time and get some NFL information. But before we jump into this thing, make sure you come in, like, subscribe to the YouTube channels. Those channels are Kendrick Sports Host as well as TFG Sports Media. Make sure you like and follow them both on Facebook if you haven't already. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Kendrick1969, and you can follow me on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51, where it is going down. Broncos fumbling the bag as always right now. You are right, Mystic Jeezy. Appreciate the like. It is 11-10. The Jets are up on the Broncos with 12-17 in the fourth period. So we're going to get this party started, man. Again, we are in week 6 of the NFL. And we got that early game going on over in London with the Denver Broncos, who are 3-2. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3-2. And the winless Jets at 0-5. Can the Jets get a win over in London? Right now, they are up 11-10. Nick Chubbs Burner says, can't believe it's already week 6. I know. It's flying right along in it. Jeezy says, Lions going to the Super Bowl. I feel you, Jeezy. Y'all should be feeling a little confident. Y'all playing some damn good football right now. GPG is in the house. You right, D-Man 727. That's what we got to take care of business today at Lambeau against them damn Bengals, and it's going down. If they're going to get a win, it's going to be against Denver. It looks that way. 49ers in the house. I see you. That's going to be a good one today. 2 4-1 teams, the Bucks and the 49ers is going down in Tampa Bay. Steelers in the house. That's a good one at noon. Browns at the Steelers. What's up, Joey? Hopefully it's easy, Joey, but you know what? We can't take none of these teams lightly, man. Everybody's professionals. You saw how we took Cleveland lightly. We bumbled around and ended up losing that game and ended up messing around tying with the Cowboys. So we cannot take any of these teams lightly. Cowboys, let's go. There go my good brother Steve Jackson. He is in the house. I see you. Cowboys at the Panthers. Oh, some little Cowboy news. Both cornerbacks are active. Deron Bland and Trevon Diggs are active. They will play today. They were questionable at the beginning. So let's get into some news and notes real quick. First, since we talked about the Cowboys, you already know CeeDee Lamb is out for a third week. A third game. Tyler Booker, one of the linemen, he's out with an ankle injury, and wide receiver Kevontae Turpin, foot sprain, he's out, as well as linebacker Jack Sanborn, he's out with a concussion. Running back Miles Sanders for the Cowboys, he's done for the season. He's on season-ending IR with ankle and knee issues. Offensive linemen Tyler Guyton and Tyler Smith are both expected to play for the Cowboys today when they take on the Panthers. So that's the Cowboys. Turpentine out. Yeah, he's out. Dan, yeah, he's out again for the second straight week. The Ravens, they are in bad shape. They won't have Lamar Jackson again. He's out today versus the Rams. That hamstring. Then the Ravens have a week 7 bye, so they're expecting possibly to get Jackson back going into week 8 again. So Cooper Rush, former Cowboys backup quarterback, will start again for the Ravens, who are 1-4 and are really struggling. Levon Richardson says, how about them 49ers? Yeah. And they winning with all of the banged up injuries that they got as well. You know what I'm saying? You thinking Chase has a game against us? Dakota, I hope not, but he's playing. He was questionable too with some sort of illness, but he is active. I hope our cornerbacks have, got their jock straps ready to go. I hope they cleats are tied tight between him and T. Higgins. We're gonna have to be ready. But the thing is, 40-year-old Joe Flacco is gonna be under center. Hopefully we can put enough pass rush on him to send him to the bench and get Jake Browning back in there. Appreciate that, Kevin. What's going on? Go Packers, go. What's up, Jacob? Appreciate you popping in. Where you all watching from? Let me know where you're watching from. Is Jordan Love the guy? Don Leviticus says, I think so. He still got some growing pains, though. Jacob's going to show out, but I think Jordan Love is going to be the guy that we're going to give the love to. KC is in the house. I see you. So I appreciate that follow too, Dakota. Appreciate the love. So there we have it for the Ravens, the Niners. Just mentioned them. Mac Jones will start again versus the Bucks, and he has some injuries too. He got an oblique and some sort of, I believe, a foot or ankle or something. But he's gonna start. I appreciate the share, Sheila. Thank you. So Mac Jones is getting the start again over their big money man quarterback Brock Purdy, who still has that toe injury. So he's going to sit out, and that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a good one. The Bucks and the 49ers. Baker Mayfield is playing some damn good football. We were talking Daniel Indiana Jones. Yeah. I appreciate that share too, brother Jack. But Baker Mayfield, sometimes you got to go somewhere else to get love, and he's done that. Look at Daniel Jones. Speaking of which, got the Colts probably as one of the more surprising teams in the league. So we're going to see. That's going to be a good one. Appreciate that follow, Nicholas. Appreciate the gift, Dakota. Mayfield just going to throw to Igbuka and call it a day. Probably so, because Chris Godwin is out. Obviously, he's out. And Mike Evans is out as well. For the hamstring. Yeah, we better beat Flacco today. You're right, Strohs. We better. So that's going to be a good one to watch, that damn Buccaneers and 49ers game. Speaking of back to the Browns, you already know about the big trade that happened earlier in the week on Tuesday. The Browns traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals, who's going to be starting today for the Bengals versus my Packers. And now Shadur Sanders is QB2 for the Browns. Daniel, I can't think of his name now. The guy from Oregon, the third round pick. He's going to be the quarterback, starting quarterback for the Browns moving forward. Kevin Stefanski, Dylan Gabriel. Thank you, Evan. Kevin Stefanski on Wednesday was kind of coy about this whole backup quarterback thing, and I thought he was doing Shadur a disservice. He was kind of playing with the idea that that they were going to move Blaine Zappi off the practice squad to maybe be QB2. What's going on, CC? Hey, happy football Sunday to you as well. That's my good sister over there on Facebook watching Kendrick, the sports guy. But then Friday he says yes, Shadur will be QB2. How come he couldn't have just said that on Wednesday? Why you doing this, playing these games in the media like that? Yeah, Stefanski needs to go back to coordinator. If Browns want success, they have some good playmakers. Evan, I don't have a problem with what you just said. Appreciate that gift too. I just think, man, as a head coach, man, I mean, you already knew. Let's go. He was already third on the depth chart. Where else was he going to go? You going to put him on a practice squad? What? Come on, man. So anyway, I don't know the Browns right now. I don't know what to say about that organization, but I do know they paying 8 quarterbacks. Did you all know that? That the Browns right now are paying 8 quarterbacks, 8 of them. That is crazy. Go Pack, go. I see you. Big Get Daddy Tank. I like that name, Big Daddy Tank. That's what's up. What's happening? Would you say May or Daniels for fantasy this week? The Commanders and the Bears play Monday night, right? The Patriots. I think I will go with Daniels. I think I will go with Daniels. I appreciate that follow, Big Daddy Tank. What's up, Steel Morgan? I think I will go with Daniels because he was on his A game coming against them Chargers last week. So I think Daniels, I will go. Your background tells me you are. You're right, Elvis, for you. You already know. Smart man. You already know. So yeah, I would go with Daniels. If go Pack go, what's up, Cheesehead Hef 923? That's what's happening. So Shadur will be QB2. Browns are at the Steelers. You got 40-year-old quarterbacks versus each other. Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Flacco. I'm sorry, not Joe Flacco. It ain't the 40-year-old quarterbacks. It's Aaron Rodgers versus the young quarterback, Dylan Gabriel. My bad. So there you have it. Now the Raiders, tight end Brock Bowers. If you're a Raiders fan, he's out again. This going to be a second game miss. You know, the Raiders got thumped by the Colts last week. Brock Bowers is out again with a knee injury. Jordan Love or Jones? I would go with Jordan Love, fire medic. Pack has a good Jordan Love is still not getting the respect and love from most Packers nation. He's not, Rob. I don't understand that. Again, I think the young fella still got some growth. Have you checked that Tony Mandarich live here on? No, I haven't. And okay, I'm gonna check it out, Elvis, for you. Tony Mandarich, former Packers #1 draft pick. You know, offensive lineman. Dylan Gabriel was a dog in college. What's up, Big Stack 420? Yeah, you know, he played. He started out at Oklahoma and ended up at Oregon, and he, you know, he put up some big numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I think the young fella played well. Even though I thought the Browns should have beat the Vikings, which I was rooting for. I appreciate that follow, William Harris. Much love. I think the young fella played well, and I think he deserved a chance, you know. So do you think Jamar Chase will play? He is playing, Jack. Jamar Chase is scheduled to play. He is active. I was watching ESPN early this morning. There's a question about him. He had some sort of illness. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna check him out, Elvis, for you. He will play. He will be suiting up versus our Packers today. Appreciate that follow too. So again, tight end Brock Bowers is out again for the Titans. Also out for the Commanders on Monday night. Wide receiver Terry McLaurin and Noah Brown are out again for a second game. McLaurin is still dealing with that quad injury, and Noah Brown is dealing with a growing knee injury. So if you got Noah Brown or Terry McLaurin in your fantasy leagues lineup, you probably want to put him on the bench at this point. You think Matthew will get his first touchdown? I hope so, John. God dang it, we in week 6, man, and he ain't sniffed the goal line. What's up, Rob? I live in Wausau, Wisconsin. I hear a lot of Packer fans hate on the kid. I think he would be the best. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's gonna be the best, but I damn sure think he's gonna be, you know, NFL top quarterback. You know, I think you got to give the young fella, you know, give him a little bit of grace, as I say. He's still growing into being a starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. So I appreciate that share too, Elvis. Also, speaking of my Packers, we might be getting some more wide receiver help back here in the next couple of weeks. Christian Watson, he's back. He was back at practice this week. Wasn't doing any no team practices, no team activities, any of that. Appreciate the follow, Rob. I appreciate that, Elvis. Thank you. Appreciate the share. But he's back at practice. You know, he's been out with that torn ACL for quite a while, but he's only doing individual workouts, individual conditioning, that type of thing. And so hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll have him back. I am actually from Milwaukee. I was born in the 414. I'm Milwaukee born, Wisconsin born, Texas raised. I'm located in Tyler, Texas right now. I'm back basically an hour and a half east of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and I'm an hour west of Shreveport, Louisiana. Listen, the Lions will beat you round 2. AJB11, proud. Hey, man, it's going to be a good game. And I believe that game is on Thanksgiving, too. Appreciate the follow, Butter Roll. I think the Lions are the hottest team in the league right now, beside the Colts and the Jaguars. I think those are the 3 hottest teams. What's up? I see we got Cowboys in the house. I see you, Jacks. What's good? And I said at the beginning, I know almost anybody. Oh, believe me, it is, Elvis. Believe me. I said at the beginning, before the season started, I picked the Lions and the Packers to be at the top of this division. I still pick the Lions as the favorite because they are the defending division champ. Even though they lost their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, they had to plug in some new guys. I still say until somebody beat the Lions, they are the team to beat in the NFC North. And, you know, Are we going to lose a tie again? I hope not, Flying Ninja. Damn it, don't get me to, man, you're going to start me to drinking early, Flying Ninja. I already got me a cup of ice over here. I ain't trying to start this early. Hell, the kickoff 8 to 3:25. So, but I hope not. Because, man, anyway, so I think the NFC North, again, it's still, I think it's the best division in football from top to bottom. I think outside of I think the most competitors are this division and the AFC North, as well as the NFC East. Those are the three most competitive divisions in football, and I think they've been that way for a while. But back to the NFC North again. I think we got to get ourselves together, man. We had that week off coming off the bye. Hopefully we had some time to tighten some things up, get some players healthy because we was banged up on the offensive line, obviously. Hopefully Zach Tom is ready to go. Aaron Brooks is ready to go, all that. So we got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Get this run game going. Let's ride Josh Jacobs. Our run game has been a little inconsistent. We hadn't been able to really get stuff going up until maybe the second half. But we got to get this run game going. And defensively, man, we gotta keep our secondary clean. And when I say our secondary, I think we definitely got to make Joe Flacco uncomfortable and get some sacks so our secondary can hold up. Because they're gonna have their hands full with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins today. Can't miss field goals. It happens so often now. Yeah, I'm excited to play against y'all next weekend. I hope my Cardinals can win, but I don't think we will. Speaking of the Cardinals, your mama, Kyler Murray is out today. Jacoby Brissett is getting the start. Kyler Murray he ended up with some sort of foot injury at that Titans game last week. So Jacoby Brissett will be starting for the Arizona Cardinals today. Appreciate that follow, Brett. Let's talk about Baker, the moneymaker, early MVP. You know, I hate to talk about early, but you can't be mad at Baker Mayfield doing his thing. They didn't have what? He didn't lead like what, three drives, three comeback win drives, I think the last couple of games, and he's found a home in Tampa Bay, man. You know, I think that's how it goes. You know, I will go with I will go with Golden. Flowers, I don't know how much Cooper Rush is going to be able to get to him. So I will go with Flowers, and if that's what you're asking. So how do you think Lions are going to do? I picked the Lions to win tonight. I think the Lions are going to go. I think the Chiefs are probably going to be an average team. I think that AFC West division, I said this from the jump. I hope Golden scores twice, Jim. Good. I hope so. I said this from the jump. I said the AFC West division is not going to be easy for the Chiefs at the beginning of the season, and it's looking that way. You know, the Chargers, you know, even though they're coming off a loss, but the Broncos are over there struggling in London. But I think that AFC West, it's now 13-11 now. Broncos up 13-11 in the fourth with about 5 minutes left. So they probably going to pull that thing out. They can't keep hanging the ball off, throwing it upfield. We need first downs every play. I'm with you, T. So again, I'm looking at as far as the Packers versus the Bengals today. The two things that I'm watching is offensive line play. Can we get a run game established? And as far as our defense, pressuring Flacco and making him uncomfortable. Because we already know who the Bengals, they're going to be trying to get the ball in the hands of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So we already know that. So we got to be prepared for that. And we got to let Micah Parsons lose. Rashawn Gary, where you at? Luke Van Ness. Luke Van Ness, where you at? We got to have you today. So that's my thoughts on the Packers and the Bengals, 3:25 p.m. kickoff. Speaking of something about that hasn't happened since 2014. This is the first year since 2014 that all 32 NFL teams had already lost one game this early in the season. First time in 11 years. All 32 NFL teams had already lost one game this early in the season. It's the third time in the past 20 years no NFL team has won at least 5 straight to open the season. That just shows you the parity in this league. Appreciate that follow, 2-4. Appreciate the gift. Appreciate the follow, Durante. Uh, so again, this, who is your favorite? Who would you say is the favorite right now? I think it's kind of hard to say. I think there's a couple of teams that's playing well. I mean, we at week 6, good rising to you, Mr. Madison Wetzel's Pretzels. I like that. Good rising to you. It's hard to say, Jacksonville Jaguars down there shocking some people. Go Steelers. I see you, Steeler fan in the house. The Indianapolis Colts shocking some people as well as they've played. We putting belt to the Bengals, payback, old man Flacco. We got to do that, Durante. BTA, is that what you're saying, Durante? I believe that's what you're saying. We got to do that BTA in the wonderful words of Hall of Famer Michael Irvin. BTA. So yeah, I would say Jacksonville, Indianapolis, the Detroit Lions. Since they've lost to us, the Lions have reeled off what 3 or 4 in a row. So yeah, you got to throw the Giants in there. They done won 2 in a row with the impressive start of Jackson Dart. I mean, the young fella is looked comfortable. So that you got to put that in there. But again, we still got a long way to go, man. We week 6. We almost halfway point of the season. But there's a long way to go. But since we're talking about that, Michael Parsons said he's phenomenal or be forgotten. I felt that. Michael has to have, yeah. I think that bye week couldn't have came at a better time for the Packers, for our Packers. So I think that. Now let's get to the new power rankings that came out from Frank Schwab, who is a Yahoo Sports writer. Week 6. Now he comes out with his rankings on Wednesday, so these rankings come out prior to the Thursday night game. Go Lions. I see you, Andrew. Scatterboo reminds me of Larry Zonka. He does, Elvis. Scatterboo is kind of cut from that old school running back cloth. I like he impressed me when he was at Arizona State and that game he had against them Texas Longhorns. Speaking of Longhorns, damn big win for them Longhorns yesterday versus them Oklahoma Sooners. That was a damn good game. The Longhorns needed that. But Frank Schwab power rankings, week 6. I like to know you guys' thoughts on this and do you agree? Again, these rankings were done prior to the Eagles losing to the Giants on Thursday night. Number 1, he has the Lions at number 1 at 4-1, the Bills at number 2 at 4-1, the Eagles at number 3 at 4-2 again. This is prior. Well, actually, this was Wednesday. He still had the Eagles there at 4-2, which I guess maybe he did do this on Friday. I don't know, but anyway, he has the Eagles at 3, 4-2, the Bucks at 4 at 4-1. The Colts at 5 at 4-1. The Broncos at 6 at 3-2. The Packers at 7 at 2-1-1. The Jags at 8 at 4-1. The Niners at 9 at 4-1, and the Chiefs at 10 at 2-3. Who does not belong in the top 10, in your opinion, according to Frank Schwab's power rankings for week 6? Well, it's easy for me. I don't know how the hell the Chiefs are in there at number 10. They shouldn't even be in the top 10 at all. I would drop them out of the top 10, and I would probably possibly move the Vikings in there at 10 at 3-2. I appreciate that share too, Elvis. But the Chiefs damn sure don't belong in the top 10 at this point. And that's my thoughts on that. Again, this is Frank Schwab's power rankings, week 6. For the NFL. Now at number 17, he had the Vikings at 3-2. He had the Texans at 18 at 2-3. The Bears at 20 at 2-2. The Cowboys at 22 at 2-1. And then the teams bringing up the rear was the Dolphins at 30 at 1-4. The Titans at 31 at 1-4, and the Jets at 0-5 at 32. Which I can get that. Just years like with cornerback Rod Smith, 1 year page. Okay, appreciate the love, Elvis. Man, appreciate the love and the share, man. So that's my issue with that. His top 10, the Chiefs shouldn't even be in the top 10 at this morning. Good morning to you, Todd. How you doing? Give me a score for the Packers game today. What do you think? I'm going our Packers. I'm going Packers 30, Bengals 14. Packers 30, Bengals 14. What's up, the Iceman? How you doing? Good Sunday to you. Rod has a great live during game time. I'm gonna check him out during the game time. But again, I'm going Packers 30, Bengals 14. That's my prediction for today. And hopefully we can get it done. So again, NFL Week 6. We got some good games. We got the Broncos barely hanging on right now with the Jets 13-11. They had the 2-minute warning in London. Again, some of the early games, we got the Browns 1-4 at the Steelers 3-1. That's a noon kickoff. Again, the Cowboys 2-1 at the Panthers 2-3. That's a noon kickoff. The Seahawks 3-2 at the Jags 4-1. That's a noon kickoff. The Seahawks are missing 3 defensive backs. They're going to be, so the Jacksonville may be able to throw the football on the back end of that defense. Again, then we got my Packers and Bengals. Bengals 2-3 at the Packers, 2-1. That's 3:25 p.m. kickoff on CBS. 49ers 4-1 at the Bucks, 4-1, 3:25 p.m. kickoff. Face off between the 2 first-place teams. Then tonight, the Lions at the Chiefs. Lions 4-1, Chiefs 2-3. Chiefs right now sitting at 3rd in the AFC West. The Lions are leading the NFC North at 4-1. And the Vikings and the Texans both have byes today. So there you have it. I think Matthew Golden gets his first touchdown today. Durante McDaniel, I hope so, good brother. That's what we banking on. We got to get him in the end zone. We got to get him and Jordan Love. They got to develop some a connection. They just hadn't developed that yet. So we got to get them together. If you missed it, I did mention Christian Watson for the Packers. He did return to practice this week, just doing some individual stuff. No team activities as far as he's just doing individual conditioning and all that. And hopefully maybe in the next couple of weeks we can get him back. Appreciate the gift, David. Much love to you. So there you have it. My picks, my games, the games that I picked, the pick 6. I'm going Steelers today over the Browns, 23-10. I'm going to Cowboys over the Panthers today, 28-13. The Panthers, Rico Dowdle will be the starting running back for the Panthers, the former Cowboy running back. He said he's ready to put 200 up on that Cowboys defense because he had a damn good rushing game last week. So, but I got the Cowboys winning. Dak Prescott is playing some solid football right now. He and Baker Mayfield, and as well as probably Josh Allen, may be the front runners for the early MVP votes. So that's just something to think about as well. I got the Jags beating the Seattle Seahawks 24-17. Got my Packers again beating those Bengals 30-14. I got the Bucks winning the squeaker over the 49ers 23-20. And I got the Lions taking down the Chiefs at home 31-21. So again, those are my pick 6 NFL Week 6 picks. We're about 32 minutes away from kickoff on these early games. Again, I'm Kendrick, the sports guy. You can catch me here every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays, where we giving you your NFL preview of the upcoming games. You can also catch me here on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we just talking sports, how we do it. And then you can catch me during the week sometime too. I may pop in and talk something that's breaking in the sports world, but I'm gonna do a little bit more of that as well. Give them some post-game reaction to certain games. Let's go, Pack. That's what's up, Monkey Move. Josh Allen, Bills fan here, but Dak is having one heck of a year. He's having a solid year, Elvis, for you. And again, I'm a Packers fan, but I'm not biased. When the team and players are playing well, I'm gonna give them their props. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he is playing well. So you can catch me here. If you haven't followed me, make sure you follow me right here on TikTok, Kendrick Henderson 51. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channels. Doesn't cost you a dime. That is TFG Sports Media, as well as Kendrick Sports Hustle. That's SPORTZ, HUSTLE. You can like and follow them both. If you're on Facebook, again, Kendrick Sports Hustle, as well as TFG Sports Media. And you can follow me on Instagram at Kendrick 1969. Elvis says he's always been a player guy. Dorito man, appreciate the gift. I'm with you, Elvis. I can get that. I'm a team guy. Oh, before I get out of here, I gotta get a shout out to my Milwaukee Brewers. They pulled it off last night. We are in the National League Championship Series where we got to take down them damn Los Angeles Dodgers. Yes. Again, if you don't know now, you know. I am Wisconsin born, Texas raised. I was born in the 414 in the mill. So let's get them. It's going to be a tall task, but I believe my Brewers, man. He said, go Dodgers, F Wisconsin. Cool. Cool. That's cool with me. But it's gonna be a tall task. But hopefully we can take down these Dodgers, man. Hopefully we can take down these Dodgers. Yeah, we sent them Cubs to Cancun, Dorito, man. Yes, we did. Yeah, yes, for sure. So again, salute to the Milwaukee Brewers, man. On that big win over the Cubs, and now we face off against the Dodgers. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. I'm gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, make sure you catch me here every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, every Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we're gonna talk a little sports. How about that? All right. So again, you guys enjoy your NFL football Sunday. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace. What's happening? Facebook and TikTok. Facebook and TikTok. I just finished on TikTok, Facebook and YouTube. Again, I'm Kendrick, the sports guy. You can catch me here every Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you follow me on TikTok, you can catch me on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. Man, it goes down over there. Kendrick Henderson 51. And I've reached a milestone on TikTok. I believe I got 23 new followers on TikTok. I am now at over 3,000 followers on TikTok. And the road to 5,000 on TikTok. Yeah, I'm pushing it to Super Bowl. Hopefully I can get to 5,000 by Super Bowl in February. But man, if you ain't following me on TikTok, make sure you do. Also, please subscribe to the channels right here too on YouTube. Kendrick Sports also, as well as TFG Sports Media. I'm gonna do a whole little thing and post where I'm at with subscriptions here on YouTube, as well as followers on Facebook and all that. Because I got 2026, man. I believe it's gonna be my year to really, really ramp up some things and be able to start some new things and do some collaborations. And I'm believing in taking my sports thing to a whole different level. That's just I'm believing in it. So 2026, here I come. You feel me? All right. You all enjoy the rest of your Super Bowl? Your Super Football Sunday, NFL Sunday, Week 6. We'll catch you here on the flip side. All right. Take care. Have a blessed day and have a blessed week. I'm Kendrick, the sports guy. We'll see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.